Hi everybody, this is Bev Gray. Today is Memorial Day here in the United States, and on Memorial Day we remember the men and women who have died while serving in the United States Armed Forces. It's also a day when we are very proud to partner up with Operation Right Home to make blank cards to send to the men and women who are currently serving in our armed forces. By sending them blank cards, we're able to let them communicate with their loved ones and friends back home. So let me show you a couple tips and techniques for making cards like these. This stamp set is called My Hero, and you can use it a couple different ways. You can use it in a pocket page to celebrate the policeman or fireman or the brave mom in your life, or you could use it on a card like this. And on this card, Terry Anderson simply just stamped red stars, using the stars in the stamp set, and the words Land That I Love. So this might be a 4th of July card. Now another technique you might want to try is called selective inking. I'm using the star here that has the stars up on top and then the stripes on the bottom. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to ink part of the stamp with red and part of it with blue. So I'm using a smaller stamp so that I can really see what I'm doing, and I'm just patting it across the stripes. Now you want to start with your lighter color first, and then you can turn your stamp around so that it's easier to see, and then apply your darker ink. So now that I've got the blue and the red onto the stamp, it's a simple matter of just stamping it straight up and down to get a star like that one. So that's called selective inking. Now another cool technique is called generation stamping, and it's a good way to get shades like the one on the hero going down this card. Let me show you how it's done. I'm inking up my stamp, and you want to make sure that it's very thoroughly covered with red ink, or whatever color of ink you're using. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look through the stamp as I press it down, and I'm going to press not too hard, but hard enough that the ink really goes into the paper. And then I'm going to pick it up and move it down, line it up again, and stamp again. And then I'm going to stamp a third time. Now I'm a little bit of a heavy-handed stamper, so it was really hard to get all the different colors these 5 times that were stamped here. So if you're going to do this, you have to go kind of light when you first start. So that's called generation stamping, and it's another cool technique you can use. Now I showed you how we stamped the stars on these projects, but I didn't talk about cutting them out. So there's 3 different ways you can cut them out. The first way is to just take scissors, and because they're straight lines, you can easily just cut around them to make embellishments like these. A second way that you can do this is we have a nested star die set. They're steel dies, and you can stamp them and then just put the steel die over the top and cut them out. And the third way is we offer the digital cut files so that you can get an SVG or whatever file format you need to cut it out with your digital die cutting machine. I hope you enjoyed the tips and techniques in this video. If you'd like to use these tips and techniques to make cards for Operation Right Home, please visit their website at operationrighthome.org. They really prefer that you make cards that are about birthdays or thinking of you, or the sorts of things that service people will need to send back home to their families to stay in touch. All the guidelines and details are on their website. Thanks for watching, and thanks for supporting our service people.